Did you guys get sick and tired of hearing evil dies tonight? Evil dies tonight. Well, I got one for you. Evil ends tonight. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick at the Lost River Driving, and I'm coming at you today to give you a Halloween Ends update. We've got a little bit of news. We've got a little bit of things that have come out over the past few weeks. Something that was kind of big that came out yesterday. So I said, screw it. Obviously, I'm the Halloween guy. Let's go ahead and talk about what these things are. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit subscribe, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the news that we have gotten on Halloween Ends. Let me know if you're excited for the movie. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the working title. Now, this is the shooting title. There was word that it was going to be called Cave Dweller, and people were thinking, oh, does that mean, Michael escaped and was, hiding underground or something like that? There was all these weird theories. Well, the actual working title of the film is Cave Dwellers. Multiple, plural. Why dwellers and not dweller? Why cave dwellers? Are there caves? Were people just in the sewers? Is Michael going back to the sewers a la Halloween Resurrection, where he's going to eat rats and fight off Busta Rhymes? Who knows? Theories abound. But the working title is officially Cave Dwellers. And the movie is starting filming January 27th. That is this week, people. This week. Now, I'm not entirely sure of what today's date is, but it's this week. I know that. So it starts shooting January 27th, and it's supposed to wrap up in March. Don't know the exact date of, in March when it's supposed to wrap, but it's going to start shooting this week in Savannah, Georgia, and, the Savannah area, which is interesting that they're not going back to Wilmington, North Carolina. But at the same time, it's not because, obviously Lori's house burned down, so you don't really need that big set piece anymore. So you can kind of go somewhere else. Also, it's years down the road, so who knows if she even lives in Haddonfield anymore. Maybe this story brings her back to Haddonfield. I mean, we have no idea. Again, theories there abound. You guys go where you will with that information. But if you live in Georgia, in the Savannah area specifically, there's an open casting call. Yeah, an open casting call on January 30th at the Sugar Magnolia Bakery. They're just looking for extras. Open casting call. So if you're in that area and you want to potentially be in Halloween Ends, which if I lived in that area, I would absolutely be trying to do that, go to the Sugar Magnolia Bakery on January 30th and say, hey, yo, I want to get gutted by Michael Myers. And maybe they'll be like, hey, yo, we're going to let you get gutted by Michael Myers. Or maybe you can just be some creepy dude in the background that, like the guy from Halloween Kills, when they're all chanting evil dies tonight and he's just in the background, just having a great time. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's just, yeah, evil does die tonight. I'm so happy to be here. So yeah, if you live in the area, open casting call, January 30th. Next is the news that broke earlier this week, and it came from the actor himself. As I'm sure many of you guys have seen this was a few days ago, but an actor by the name of Michael O'Leary, who I believe was on Law & Order, one of the versions of Law & Order. I know there's like a million of them. He came out and took to his Twitter and said, I'm so happy to announce that I'm going to be in Halloween Ends alongside Jamie Lee Curtis, playing the role of Dr. Mathis. Now, two things come to mind, okay? Two things. One, does he have any connection to Lori or Michael or anything like that? I mean, Dr. Mathis, another doctor character. Dear God, don't go the Sartain route. Dear God, never touch the Sartain crap again. Two, this is the doctor that was mentioned by the couple in Halloween Kills, Julian's neighbors, that are talking about, he's basically talking about how his boss is like a dick or whatever, and his wife's like, you need to punch him in the face or, tell him how it is. Exactly whatever she says, I don't know, but you guys know what scene I'm talking about. So, how is this guy connected to everything? I mean, I don't know, but we have the actor announcing his involvement, announcing his character's name, and he confirmed also his first day of shooting is January 27th. So again, January 27th, Halloween Ends, cameras start rolling. Now, we got some stuff from a Q&A that Jason Blum did on Twitter last week, and then on top of that, we also have some things that David Gordon Green has, said over the last few months that have just trickled in slowly. Basically, Jason Blum didn't make it clear, but is making it as clear as he can, given the uncertainty in the world, that he does not plan on Halloween Ends having a day-and-date release. As of right now, there are no delays. The movie is going to shoot this week. It's going to wrap in March. Everything is on schedule. And then David Gordon Green comes out and says that this movie is going to be more intimate. It's going to be Christine-like. There's going to be no joy. None of the witty joy and all that. Less humorous. Take that for what you will, because it still is Danny McBride writing it. So I've heard before that, the humor is really going to be dialed down, and then it's not at all. So I have no idea what to expect there. So it's nice to hear from Jason Blum that this movie is fully on track. It is a go. Nothing is standing in the way of this. Not Omicron, not Decepticons, not Megatron. None of it is in the way of the filming of this movie, which is awesome. And then two, it is at least nice to hear that David Gordon Green is aware that people want some of those things toned down a bit. And they're aware of it. Now, whether it actually comes out onto the page and then onto the screen, that's another debate. But they're at least aware that people want them to tone certain things down and change things up a little bit. So fingers crossed for that. But the biggest new thing that came out yesterday, and I have to give credit to HalloweenDailyNews.com. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter and check out their website. It's a great follow. They're great over there. Their news is amazing. They're always cream of the crop when it comes to Halloween news. They posted a picture of a house in the Savannah area that had just been painted, and it was painted red. And this house, you can see a crane in the driveway. And the neighbors and people in the area have confirmed that house is going to play a role in Halloween Ends. So then, obviously, the speculation starts with, is this Laurie's new house? Is this, is this Lindsay's house? Like, whose house is this? But we know it's going to be a pretty big player in the movie because, but I believe, it's been, at least the word is that it's been booked, I guess, for a few weeks. So they're going to use it quite a bit. So it's probably going to play a prominent role. I'm going to go ahead and assume this is probably Laurie's new house. I'm going to assume that. The house looks really cool. It looks very definitely I could see that smack dab right in the middle of Haddonfield. Even all the iterations of Haddonfield we've gotten over the years, whether it's California, whether it's, wherever they film the movies, Salt Lake City. But it's cool. And again, that was something that, not a lot of people are talking about. Not a lot of people see that. Not a lot of people have seen that. So, it's interesting to get this little bit of news. So I didn't know if you guys knew that. I wanted to share it with you. HalloweenDailyNews.com. Shout out to you guys. And that's really all we've got in the way of news for Halloween Ends. But it's some decent news, and it's some nice updates, and it's really just, it's nice to know. I don't know how you guys feel, but me as a Halloween fan, I can just speak from the heart and say that I personally, it really makes me happy when the movie starts shooting, because I know, okay, it's coming. It's going to happen. Very, very rarely does a movie start shooting. It's paid for, everyone's booked, they're filming scenes, and then it just gets canned. The Collection is definitely an example of that, but that is a rarity. So especially for a major studio movie, to know that the cameras are going to be rolling later this week, it gives me that peace of mind to know, okay, Michael will be back this October. You can put your fears and your irrational worries aside and go, okay, he's going to be back. He's going to be back. So I wanted to bring that stuff to you guys. Obviously, I'm the Halloween guy, so I'm very passionate about talking about that. Again, let me know down below what you guys think of this news. Are you excited for Halloween Ends? Are you going to see it opening night? Are you going to see it 15 times in the theaters? Any of that, let's discuss below. And go see Scream 2022. I've seen it twice now. It is fantastic. Support the movie, support the box office, support the industry. And this is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In. And I am pulling out.